I was gonna blog something, but I forgot what I was gonna blog. I get that. I was gonna blog something, but I forgot what I was gonna blog. I get that.
There's nothing like the forest.
Forgot what I was gonna blog. I was gonna blog, but I forgot what I was gonna blog. So you get this instead.
Treasure, over there!
It says she put ghost peppers in her food to watch which coworker kept stealing her lunch. It says she put ghost peppers in her food to watch which coworker kept stealing her lunch. That's clever and devious.
The forest always felt like
Here's what I want to make up. Just reference what I ordered. That is not the same. That is not the same. Nope. I am going to walk out my job right now.
on my way. bad guys ahead. Stronger enemy. Another one bites the dust.
I just put the target.
A treasure chest.
I am about to walk out of my job right now. I am so tired. 5 people have called out, and I just cannot do this anymore. I am done working for Target. I'm gonna walk out. Attention, everyone! I am quitting my job here at Target. I cannot do this anymore. Do not trust corporations. I am done. I am quitting my job at Target. There you go. Thanks.
Going there.
Yeah, we can do one. You sure? Yeah.
I found something.
No, you gotta put the ginger.
For golden glory, I guess.
Put extra ginger?
Yep, try.
Perfect.
There you go. There you go.
Thanks. Did you put the ginger in?
Yeah, we can do one. You sure? Yeah.
No, you gotta put the ginger in. He needs more ginger.
Okay, sure.
Put extra ginger in?
Yep, try.
Perfect.
There you go. There you go.
Thanks. Did you put the ginger in?
Yeah, we can. Sure?
No, you gotta put the ginger in. He needs more ginger.
Enemies ahead. Did you even try?
Put extra ginger in? Perfect.
There you go.
Now it's time. Take down the hero. Kill the summoner.
Put extra ginger in? Perfect.
There you go.
Did you put the ginger in?
Yeah, we can. Sure?
So the caption reads, Porch Pirates are skipping the porches entirely and just hitting the post offices. This is what happens when you don't punish criminals for years. You create a new breed of emboldened thugs. 100%. So the caption reads, Porch Pirates are skipping the porches entirely and just hitting the post offices. This is what happens when you don't punish criminals for years. You create a new breed of
Let's go right to Instagram. We're gonna go live. There we go. Post.
Treasure over there. Still recharging. I found
Let's go
something.
back over here. Hi. Oh my gosh, look at all that. Chloe's over there. I heard you. Oh my gosh, what are you all doing? Lisa, what am I doing? This is silly. I love you, Lisa, Eliza. I don't know. What are those names? They, can go a bunch of different ways.
On
Oh my
my
god,
way.
the chat is going crazy. Hi, loves. Okay, so this is actually like me coming home because when I first started on social media, I used to do lives on TikTok. That's how I grew such a big I feel like I'm back home. Oh my gosh, this cat is going crazy. There's so many of you. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of housekeeping right up top. So,
Another one bites the dust.
I say this a couple times in this live, but this is all about my book, Be Your Own Best George. I don't normally see you at the beginning of my shifts. You're right. When I came in here earlier to do inventory, I saw like you had cans sitting out on the bar. You closed last night. Oh, that was my bad. I must have missed those.
Going
We don't
there.
sell those. We only sell
Goes
here
ahead.
bottles. So I checked the cameras. Found out you closed 2 hours early last night. You locked the doors, but you unlocked them to let several of your friends in so you could throw a party. Come on, it was a ghost town in here. My sales by 10 o'clock were only $150. We just opened a brand new bar, and you know how important it is to us to stick to our set closing times. It's okay because no one tried to come in. We don't close early when it's slow. I get that. But we didn't steal anything. We didn't pour any liquor, and we didn't drink any beers from here. But you did bring outside alcohol into a licensed bar. Yeah, but the doors were locked. That beer alone is enough for me to lose my liquor license. How? If alcohol law enforcement found out about those beers, they don't care if it was after hours, it was a private party, or no money exchanged hands. They care that alcohol was in my bar that I did not buy, I did not inventory, and I did not sell. But how would ALE even find out? All it would take would be one customer getting pissed off that they came all the way up here because Google says we're open and they can't come inside because the doors are locked, but then they look through the windows and they see you having a party. They call and report it. Oh. But no one did. I promise I won't do it again. Even without ALE. Do you understand the insurance liability? If someone got hurt or drove drunk or damaged property and then insurance investigates it, the fact that I had outside alcohol in here means that they would deny my coverage. And then guess what happens? I'm personally exposed, which for me is worse than ALE. You're fired. You could have called me before I came all the way up here. George, I don't normally see you at the beginning of my shifts. You're right. When I came in here earlier to do inventory, I saw a bunch of these empty cans sitting out on the bar. You closed last night. Oh, that was my bad. I must have missed those. We don't sell those. We only sell Sierra Nevada in the bottles. So I checked the cameras. Found out you closed 2 hours early last night. You locked the doors, but you
Treasure
unlocked them
chest.
to let several of your friends in so you could throw a party. It was a ghost town in here. My sales by 10 o'clock were only $150. We just opened a brand new bar, and you know how important it is to us to stick to our set closing times. It's okay because no one tried to come in.
I
You
am.
close early when it's slow. I get that. But we didn't steal anything. We didn't pour any liquor, and we didn't drink any beers from here. But you did bring outside alcohol into a licensed bar. Yeah, but the doors were locked. That beer alone is enough for me to lose my liquor license. How? If alcohol law enforcement found out about those beers, they don't care if it was after hours, it was a private party, or no money exchanged hands. They care that alcohol was in my bar that I did not buy, I did not inventory, and I did not sell. But how would ALE even find out? All it would take would be one customer getting pissed off that they came all the way up here because Google says we're open and they can't come inside because the doors are locked, but then they look through the windows and they see you having a party. They call and report it. Oh. But no one did. I promise I won't do it again. Even without ALE. Do you understand the insurance liability? If someone got hurt or drove drunk or damaged property and then insurance investigates it, the fact that I had outside alcohol in here means that they would deny my coverage. And then guess what happens? I'm personally exposed, which for me is worse than ALE. You're fired. You could have called me before I came all the way up here. George, I don't normally see you at the beginning of my shifts. You're right. When I came in here earlier to do inventory, I saw a bunch of these empty cans sitting out on the bar. You closed last night. Oh, that was my bad. I must have missed those. We don't sell those. We only sell Sierra Nevada in bottles. So I checked the camera. Come near the owner and find out this secret was native urine in the operating room. I always take my limit rings in. Never forgot to wear a necklace and kept tire rings when the scrubs know how distracting that can be. A lot of places still have rules and polish, and that's why you can't see that your hands are clean. Number 3, I always change out of my clean sneakers into my owner shoes. I've had these shoes for over 10 years. I can't tell you how disgusting they are. I also change
over and over again where white people get the benefit of being thought of as careless or silly, whereas minorities are seen as it's a moral failing why they have access to children. And I think it's time that more providers who sound like me acknowledge this conscious or unconscious bias that affects children. I'm Dr. Erin Nancy, board certified professor. And April is National Minority Day. And I recognize that I have had bias towards the minority group. I'm screaming to be Nobody who looks like me is talking about this problem. A man comes into the ER because
on my way. I found something.
I didn't like this one.
A strong one over here. Kill the summoner! What? Did you even try? I found something. forest always felt like home. Take down the table! Foes ahead. On my way. Get a life. Bad guys ahead. Aye, aye. I found something. Enemies ahead. For the living. For glory. Did you even try? On my way. Treasure, over there! Gold is good too. Indeed. Strong one over here. On my way. Foes ahead. I found something.